Okay, I think we're good to go. We should have some nice volume going on now. Hopefully that gives us a little more feel for the area, and we enjoy the sound because the sound of the dungeon is lovely. Loose rock. Now, when I first came up to this, I thought this loose rock was talking about them being loose, and I was like, oh, can I take these out or something? No, that's not what it's talking about at all. Not in the least. No, it's talking about this little thing. So basically, more or less, this entire first level is giving us a little bit of a tutorial on how the game works. I think, in a way, the first 5 or so levels are kind of like a tutorial. I don't know exactly how big this dungeon is, but it does take a while to get down through the dungeon. Especially because there are things like that you will meet up against. Alright, so our first enemy here. As you can see, my guy in the back cannot reach. However, he can throw this thing that we picked up earlier. Go ahead and give him these rocks so he can do some extra damage. Now, the other thing is, even though I do not have any scrolls or anything like that, I can actually cast magic right now if I know what the spells are. So I know a few different spells in this game, which is more than enough to get me by. Now, something about the items that you throw to keep in mind is they do not vanish. You can actually pick those things back up. Some items that are missile weapons may change slightly after you have you've used them. And that really all depends on what it is that you're actually using. And we'll see that later on. I won't explain too much about it at the moment until we actually encounter it. I have a little knife here. We'll give that to Garrett because later on he will be the one using that knife. That is all him. Let's see, do we have anything good around here? Any little secret panels on the walls? See, I may remember some of these things at the beginning of the game, but I honestly do not remember every little thing. Every little lovely detail. Go ahead and let Garrett have a couple of throwing items. There, Garrett, you get to get the first shots on these guys. And I need to grab this so Garrett can actually continue to hit. Grab these items real quick here. I do not think I grabbed all the items, though. No matter. He's dead anyhow. Now these little chunks here are basically foodstuffs. And later on in the game we will we'll actually need some food to continue regenerating our health and so forth. Otherwise we don't regenerate anything. And that is bad. Especially if you are you're hurt, your stamina is low, that kind of stuff. So basically, willpower for our fighters here and our thief is contributing to more of a stamina factor rather than a mana factor like with our mage. Our mage will most certainly use up stuff a lot quicker than most other characters will. Could have sworn there was a secret around here. Anyway, we have another little puzzle here. To close the pit, something needs to fly. Honestly, closing pits in this game without falling into them, not the best idea. There's actually often things in these pits that are worth going down there for. So, Geronimo! Here, however, this is just telling us that we can't fly and wondering what can fly. But we do hear some marching up there above us, or maybe next to us. Probably next to us. In any case, there's nothing special down here except for this, which is a teleports, so you get to see this a little bit earlier in the game. It's a mechanic that will come in quite important later on in the game. Right now, teleports just there to get you out of pits. Go ahead and grab this key. I do not need that torch back. I could technically take that torch, go back down the pits, and bring the torch out with me, but it is highly unnecessary, in my opinion. So I am going to leave that torch where it is. Let's see, have I been over here? No, I have not. And that is why I like the auto map feature, because I would have never known if I was going in a direction that I had or had not gone before. Actually, I'm going to switch these out. Give these evasion boots to Garrett. Some nice little baked maggots here. Because everyone knows that baked maggots are tasty. This will take one of your willpower away and give you some attack power. Honestly, I have never found the loincloth to be a wonderful item for any particular character that I am running through this dungeon. And I will not be using it, except for maybe a weight that I could put on a panel. Other than that, it is completely worthless to me. Sorry, loincloth. I reject you. Whoops. A cudgel will not do what I want. Alright. Nice little torch. Heal my sight. Well, we don't have a healing spell, so we'll have to leave that alone for now. Another pit. Let's go. Why, hello there. You must have fallen down here at some point. Give me that. Bit of food, and we cannot go out this way. Now, as you can see, we are losing some of our torch's power at this point. So I will definitely switch out my torch here. And this thing can go away. It is completely unnecessary at this point, because it's fading into nothingness. I can see some screen tearing there. Damn you, screen tearing! Where are you coming from? I've never seen you before. It seems to be because I'm recording. Just a moment. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. No screen tearing anymore. That is what I'm looking for. For any of you video buffs, I just enabled the V-Sync to make sure I didn't get any screen tearing. Let's head back on up and do what we're actually supposed to. Why, hello, Mr. Snail. You do not belong in this world. Oops. Keep accidentally hitting the wrong thing there. The snail is surprisingly good at dodging. We are most certainly getting close to letting one of our characters die at this point. That is not a good thing. I may need to rest and heal up. Ah, nice. We got a cloak here. Our first cloak of the game. And another loincloth. Once again, not very helpful. I'll take that. And what do we have here? Ah, a scroll telling us how to cast Fireburst, which I have been casting quite a bit. I do not need that scroll. We'll just leave that right there. Scroll equals unnecessary. Sorry, scroll. No secrets. Well, there might be a secret, but, you know. I'm blind as bats. Just so happens I am very good at missing things. I hear something on the other side of this wall. Alright. Aw, why did you lock me out? What a jerk. In any case, go ahead and do that. And now we shan't be locked out again because we are depressing the plate that closes things. They really like trying to kill Victoria. And she is certainly going to die if that keeps happening later on. Why, hello, nice little blue jewel. A blue gem. Got a little buttony thing here. Now I believe if you close this door like that, then this will open that. That is just in case you you accidentally get yourself trapped in here. This game is really good at giving you ways of escaping traps, which I really appreciate, because a lot of the older dungeon crawlers would allow you to be trapped pretty easily in things that you would never ever be able to get out of again, which was no fun. You know, you don't want to get trapped and never be able to get out of it ever again, because that would be very bad. Anyways, we're slowly healing his vision. Now he's One-Eyed Jack. Not doing so good there, but we're working on it. We're not the best eye surgeon in the world, but we'll figure it out eventually. Why, hello there. Now, if you're all curious at all, we've been fighting giant snails so far, and these right here are called herders. I will not know the names of every single monster in this game, for the fact that you cannot really read their names. but some of the monsters are actually listed in the manual, so you can know what their names are. I mean, that stuff. Oops. I did not want to put that on the ground. Go ahead and close this door for a moment because we are quite damaged, and I do not want to end up letting my character die on the very first level of this dungeon. That would just be silly. Alright, now we're nice and healed up again. Now these mushrooms, they tend to be poison types, so using any sort of poison magic against them is completely and utterly worthless. So I highly recommend against it. Whoops. Poison magic will certainly work against some types of creatures, though. We have a Grim Cap. Now, this can be food, or it can be, as it says, a delicious mushroom that is for a master chef. So, if you take anything out of that, it can eventually be crafted into something else than what it is currently. Also, we can see here that those mushroom people, creature things, are called herders from looking at what we pick up from them. Then we obviously have the snail slices from the giant snails. Yuck. It's not very good food down here in the dungeon, but we take what we can get, I guess. Huh. You know, I could have sworn there was more of those herders in here. Did I really kill them all already? I guess. Anyways, this tar bead cannot be used for anything right now, except for sitting there. It is completely worthless. Right now, anyway. Later on, it might not be so worthless. And we have a nice little secret button here. If you listen in the background, you might hear some nice movement. Ah, here we are. Much like the tar bead that we picked up, the cave nettles can't do much of anything right now. However, as you can see, it is used to treat snake bites. In other words, later on it will be used for treating poison, which is very important considering poison gets to be quite annoying in this game, to be honest. It's quite dangerous. Quite dangerous indeed. We'll do our best to survive, though. Alright. Your sight is healed. Ah! And here we have our first encounter with a skeleton warrior. Right now, he is quite dangerous. He is kicking the living crap out of us right now. We are not particularly strong. However, we're more or less winning. Sort of. Kinda. Maybe. We might die. You never know. Oh, there we go. And we have all leveled up. Lovely. Grab back all that stuff. Give you a nice new shield. And here we have this legionary spear. Now this is a reach weapon, which means that you can hit from the back row with that weapon without needing to have any ability to reach forward and attack something. You can also take these blue gems out if you'd like to carry them along with you, and honestly I like to carry them as weights. I don't think there's any shops down in this dungeon. Probably not. Anyway, we're gonna get ourselves some light armor proficiency and continue on up the armor tree there. Now everyone has some nice light armor proficiency. We'll continue on up the assassination tree here. One more and we will be able to get our reach attack, which is what I'm going for. From that point, I will probably hit up daggers or dodge. One of those two. Alright, you are going to go after Earth Magic. Now we've got a level 7 spell here, which is kind of a boltish thing. If I could actually push the correct buttons, that's going to be this thing here. Now, obviously I'm not supposed to know how to do that, but, you know, I remember spells. I may not remember where all the secrets are in this game, but I've got a pretty good memory for spells. For some reason. I don't know why. Nice little scroll here. Check out what that says. Doors of Iron. Great rewards can be found behind these doors. To gain access, look carefully for small details and use your wits. Go ahead and put that back. So, small details like this. Doesn't quite open the door just yet. However, and there we have it. And here is a nice whitewood wand. Now this wand is basically a little bit of an energy wand that our mage guy can use. And that will help him cast some spells a little bit better. You can also read this scroll here. This magical staff is a powerful weapon when wielded by a potent mage. Well, honestly, it's not a particularly powerful weapon one way or another, but it's quite helpful for casting spells, I suppose, with a little bit more energy. Aha! Here we have the Crystal of Life. We'll go ahead and read about that Crystal of Life. Touch to regain health and restore life. It also saves the game. Not that that is necessary, since we can just go here and save the game. So it is it's most certainly not a life and death thing. I think I may have stopped the video while I was typing that in, because I believe one of the keys was for starting and stopping the video. Good on me. Good on me. Now I gotta go check the video to make sure it's okay. Technical difficulties ahoy! Actually, it didn't stop the video for whatever reason, even though I know for a fact I touched the hotkey. Anyway, whatever. And here is a scroll telling us how to cast Poison Cloud, which I already showed casting earlier. Showcased it on a snail, I believe. Not the best spell to use up front in the dungeon. It will do damage over time, but against most of the creatures, it is fairly weak. Fairly weak. However, some of the creatures that are extremely deadly, I will use it on and run away like a sissy coward that I am. Anyway, here's the stairs to level 2. I may or may not continue this, depending on the response, and whatever that response may be, I'll see y'all later. Hope you've all enjoyed this little look into Legend of Grimrock. Bye for now.